Yes. Question is open to everybody.
Mercury.
Very good. And what is the unit of that one? How the mercury's density? This is the unit. Yes or no? Now, this is a unit, means any substances whose density is less than the 13 gram per cube, definitely it will going to float on it. The same thing is happening. As a normal water or the fresh water, density is almost near to the 1. But in case of the saltest water, density is going to move almost near to the 3 to 5, this sign of a percentage. That is one of the reason, due to the saltest lake, the most of the human being can be float on it. The question will be the here, Dead Sea, which rivers are discharging? Hopefully everybody has written the name. Name of a river is the Jordan River. Or next question, you can be derived. Tell me the river or which is a natural boundary between the Jordan countries and the Israel country. Your answer is, it is the Jordan River. Now, next we are moving for the next water bodies. And this is a water body is most important. Before, we have to understand almost 75,000 years ago, like the earth is characterized by number of volcanoes. Suppose you have to imagine this is the mountain which was experiencing volcano, and this volcano was a very super volcano. Due to the super volcano, this portion, the tip of this portion is totally exploded. As day passes, this tip of the portion become in this fashion. Such type of the structure due to the super volcanic conditions, and naturally if this is associated or filled with the water, such type of a lake is known as the caldera. I mentioned the spelling. You have to write down the name of that lake also. See, this is a caldera lake. Caldera means the lake which is formed due to the super volcanic activity, and which is the example in Asia. Your answer is the such type of the volcanic lake example is the Lake Toba. And where the Lake Toba is there, the next question is become, sir, it is a part of Indonesia. Here again one more reference is there. We have to understand Indonesia is a country which associated more than the 70,000 island, but there are the some major island, and we first understand which is a major island, because in examination it is become very confusing. The question will be there, arrange the islands of Indonesia. Might be such type of a sequence in examination will be there. Like here will be the Bali, this is a major island, and here will be the Java. This is option the examiner will going to provide you, and he will going to say arrange these in a north to south direction or in sequence. Therefore, take away point, you have to understand, though Indonesia has the more than 70,000 island, but the first island is Sumatra. The next island where the capital of Indonesia is, it is Java. Mention, where is the capital of Indonesia situated? Which of the following option? Bali, Sumatra, Jakarta. Your answer will be the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta, is in a Java island. Write down the Java island. And here you can see the next one, most tourist spot in Indonesia and mostly associated with the Indian culture. It is known as the Bali Island. Just is the most important. But our takeaway point is a Lake Toba is in a northern Sumatra, and it is an example of a caldera. Caldera का मतलब होता है जो lake, it is created due to the super volcanic activity. Hopefully everybody got this point and everybody has written the same. Now, just see, someone asked me, sir, tell me the lake which is the highest lake, our highest saltest lake is that. This is a saltest lake. Hopefully we have the written the saltest lake in the word. It is known as a Lake Bolu. But our concentration is on a Dead Sea. Again, one more point. Yesterday we miss out. As I mentioned, Aral Sea. Can you tell me Aral Sea is the western side or the eastern side of a Caspian Sea from Indian point of view? Anybody?
Eastern side.
You have to tell me, sir, where is the Aral Sea? Western side or the eastern side of a Caspian Sea from Indian?
Eastern side.
Eastern side, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Miss, is it right if I draw the Caspian Sea here?
No, sir.
It is wrong?
Eastern side.
Yes or no, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, be confident. If you are confident, be confident. Huh? Just check out. My dear friend, it is a question is open to everybody. After the finishing of a lecture, you have to check out whether the Aral Sea is a eastern side or the western side. Yeah. Here, takeaway point is this one. That is most important. Like the Black Sea discharging with the Danube, Dnipro. In the same way, Baikal Sea, which is a source of, this is most important. Like a Baikal Sea, from Baikal Sea or from a lake Baikal, this river is originated. This is a something differently. But in case of a Aral Sea, this is a river which is a flow through or it is a discharging. And this is a two more famous rivers. Name is mentioned, Amu Darya River and Sir Darya rivers. Write down. Mostly two rivers are in Uzbekistan country, where the Aral Sea is a part. At the same time, it is a part of other Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan also. Write down. The two principal rivers, which is a flow through or discharging into the sea, it is known as the Amu Darya River and the Sir Darya River. Yeah. Next takeaway point is, okay, one thing we understand here, imagine this is the portion of earth, and earth which is the highest peak. Anybody? Which is highest peak? Yes. Which is the highest peak? Yes, everybody. Which is the highest peak?
Mount
Yes,
Everest.
very good. Be loud. If the question is open, everybody try your best way to tell me the answer. In the same way, if the question will be there, almost 8 meter, it is near to the 9 kilometers. Almost near to, or you can be say 8 kilometers. In the same fashion, near to Japan, in the sea portion, again, is a one trench.
Marina Trench.
Below the sea. Anybody know the name of that trench?
Marina Trench.
Marina
Very
Trench.
good. Very good, beta. Very good. Everybody has to write down. It is in Japan Sea, Pacific Sea. This trench is known as the Marina Trench. Now, deep, if you check out the deep of this trench, is almost near the 11 kilometer deep in a Pacific Oceans. This is the first point. This is the second point. Now, my main point is this is a Everest on a continent. It is the highest point. In the same fashion, if the question will be there, you have to tell me the deepest point in a land or deepest point in a continent, not in an ocean. If the answer is which is the deepest point in an ocean,
Marina Trench.
but answer is tell me the deepest point on the continent and the land. Your answer will be here. The Lake Baikal is there. And Lake Baikal is in Russia and it is a part of Siberia. Just write down about this thing, Lake Baikal, and this is most important. This point you have to write down.
Sir, what about Challenger Deep?
Be loud, beta. Yes, go ahead. I can't hear you.
Sir, challenges deep.
Challenges?
Challenges deep, sir.
Challenger deep. Challenger deep, it is not highest one. Marina Trench is highest deep one. Yes, your observation is right. Yes, Challenger deep is there. The number of deeps are there. More than 800 deeps are there. But there are only the major deeps.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
Okay. Lake Baikal, maybe everybody has written down. It is the deepest point on a continental body of water. And maximum height, you have to mention the 620 meter, the maximum height. We are shifting to the next slides, and this is the most slides important. Here, before understanding this way, try to understand. Can you tell me this map? Anybody can tell me this is a map of which one? This is a map. Yes.
Africa.
This is African continents. Yes,
Yes.
or
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
near
sir.
to African continent? What is the portion? This portion? This portion? Here, this portion.
Yemen and Oman.
Yemen, or broadly we can be said this portion is known as
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Again, you are right.
UAE.
It is
Israel.
known as the Arabian Peninsula. Commonly, I'm asking about the whole portion. I'm asking about the whole portion. Definitely, everybody's answer is definitely right. No problem. Now, my next takeaway point is most important. At the time of evolution of a total Earth, there is one deep trenches. We can't say deep trenches. Trenches, this is a term specially used for when there is oceans. But in case of there is a valley, and this is a form due to the Earth evolution, such type of the valleys is known as the trenches. Sorry, I repeat again. It known as the Rift Valley. Again, I spell. It is known as the Rift Valley. Now in Africa, next lecture we're going to see the map of Africa. You'll find the number of a chain of a lake. Lake Victoria is there. Lake Aswan is there. Now in the same fashion, my answer is there. This is a previously Rift Valley, and the Rift Valley's continuation in Israel and Jordan is known as the Dead Sea. Now, what is a Dead Sea? Dead Sea is nothing but it is an example of a Rift Valley. Rift Valley means it is a form during the evolution as a valley. In the same way, Lake Victoria in Africa is also the example of a deep valley. Therefore, you have to mention about the Dead Sea. It is an example of a Rift Valley. Just mention that point. That is the most important point. Okay. Lake Toba we discuss about. Now China is most important. Now why Nor is important? This
Excuse
name
me,
is
sir.
associated with India for what purpose? Yes. This name is associated in India.
Pokhran.
Pokhran.
Pokhran is associated with which things?
Shakti.
Nuclear test.
Sir, nuclear reaction, sir. Nuclear
Yes,
weapons.
It is associated with the India nuclear test. What is the code name of first India's nuclear test? Code name.
Smiling Buddha.
Very good.
Smiling
Very
Buddha.
good.
Smiling Buddha.
Smiling Buddha. What is the code name of the second one?
Buddha smiles again.
Very good. Or what is the scientific code name like Pokhran first, Pokhran second is also known as the Operation Shakti or Mission
Operation
Shakti.
Operation
Shakti.
Shakti.
Operation Shakti or Mission Shakti?
Operation.
Operation
Sir,
Shakti.
Operation Shakti.
Very
Mission
good. And
Shakti.
Mission Shakti. And Mission Shakti is associated with the
Anti-satellite launch.
Anti-satellite.
very good, very good. Now I take a same point as like a Pokhran is India's more intrinsic point or more emotional point. We as a young generation and scientists and political leaders also, if someone say the Pokhran, we understand the Pokhran is associated with the nuclear test. In the same fashion, all the tests nuclear test, which is conducted by the China on its one lake or near the portion of a lake. It is a salt lake in China, and this is associated with the nuclear testing site for the China. Just mention this name. The Lopnor in China is associated with this nuclear testing site. Okay. Now, maybe yesterday I put some homework in front of you, and the one questions in homework is the countries from the Caspian Sea. Can you tell me the countries to the southern direction? Can you tell the name of this country, south of Caspian Sea?
Iran.
Yes, very good. Iran is the one.
Turkmenistan.
And
Turkmenistan.
yes, and one more point in Caspian Sea, the question will be there, which is the largest lake in the world, and which natural barrier separate Asia from Europe? Your answer is the Caspian Sea. Write these 2 points. Caspian Sea is the world largest lake, and second point, it is the barrier, natural barrier which separate Europe and the Asia. You have to mention both the points here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, beta.
Sir, one question is there related to Dead Sea, sir.
Yeah. Be loud, beta. Be loud.
Sir, is Dead Sea called the world's lowest lake or of Asia? I'm
It is
confused.
Asia, beta. Just I discuss about now. Which is the deepest lake? It is your answer is already I discussed. Which is a lake?
In Russia, sir.
In Russia.
Lake
Yes,
Baikal.
yes.
Lake Baikal.
Very good. Where is Lake Baikal?
Russia.
Russia.
Can you tell me the deepest point? How it is deep in terms of meter?
1,100 something.
1,100? No, beta. Figure you wrongly.
744 meter.
No, beta. See the figure. 1620 meter is there. I'm talking about the Lake Baikal. Check it, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make a
1620.
1620 meter.
1.5
Yes,
kilometer
yes.
nearly. 1 mile, sir. 1 mile.
1 mile or nearly in terms of, you can be say average 2 kilometers. Yeah, 1.5 kilometers. Your
1
question
mile.
is right. Yes, if you see the Dead Sea is definitely the deepest, but it is the deepest point in not the world, but it is the deepest point in the Asia.
Asia.
In the Asia. Make a point.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, most welcome. Most welcome. Now, our next attention is towards the Russia. See, almost if you're going to check out, here is the one mountain range. It is a map of Russia. Anyone tell me what is the previous name of Russia before 1991?
USSR.
USSR.
Yes.
USSR.
Yes. Can you write down the long form in your notebook? Everybody, take a.
United States of Soviet Russia.
Everybody, write down the long form of USSR. What is the long form of USSR? Write down and then tell me who are the first. He can tell me.
United States of Soviet Russia.
United States
Of Soviet Russia.
No, Soviet
Russia.
Republic.
Republic.
Who say Republic?
United Soviet Socialist Republic.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
United.
Soviet Socialist Republic.
Soviet
Union
Socialist
of-
Republic.
Okay. Someone said rightly. See, I discussed last lecture that is before Russia 1919. It was a communist country. Communist country, somewhat extent we can be say it is a very authoritative country. And Russia has a union of more than the 15 countries. Today, this country is known as Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Georgia, Azerbaijan. It was under, we can be say semi-autonomously, it is controlled by Russia. Therefore, it is a union. Therefore, you can call, or logically you can be used, it is a union of a socialist republican. Write down the long form. It is a union of socialist republican. Okay. Now, here
Sir,
one thing you have to
excuse me,
understand.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you repeat the full form of USSR?
USR, you understand how United is not there, Union is there? Can you recall
Yes, sir.
understand the logic?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, full form, please.
Yes, Union of Socialist
Sir,
Republic.
one more,
Okay, sir.
sir. One question is
Yes.
there related to Asia.
Yes.
Sir, I am not getting which one question was there asked in 2017.
Okay,
CDS
go ahead.
was asked. Sir,
Yeah.
which is the landlocked country in Asia? Only landlocked country in Asia.
Bhutan is there. Nepal is there.
Sir, but no option is there. They had given Laos, then Laos, China, Mongolia.
Laos is right.
Mongolia.
Mongolia is right. China is wrong options. There are a number of countries. Just I share with you, Bhutan is there. Nepal is there. Laos is there. But China is associated with the South China Sea. Maybe you can be shared with me my WhatsApp group. I will definitely answer through the WhatsApp. Don't bother about it. Okay. Here, one more thing I would like to discuss. This is a map of Russia. Now, this map of Russia, this portion of Russia, that is the eastern portion of Russia, is known as Siberia. This is a portion of Russia is known as Siberia. And here, in this portion, we are going to find out the one lake. And this lake is known as the Lena Lake. And Lena Lake is the source of one river. Again, repeat. This is a sea. This is a sea. It is a coldest sea. And this sea is known as the Arctic Sea. All the rivers, they are flowing in this direction. Again, I repeat. This is a rivers. Their direction is in this direction. Means they are flowing from the southern direction to the northern direction. It is an indication that this portion has the more higher or this portion is a lower portion. One thing. And again, we have to understand through the Siberia, almost more than the 9 months, this whole portion is a totally landlocked with ice. That is one of the reasons, which is the coldest regions in the world. Second one, first one is Antarctica, and the second one is almost in the Siberia regions. Why? What is the khasiyat or what is the features? Though it is a coldest region, but it is habitated by the Russian people, or we can be say the human people. In this slide, just write down the important rivers of Russia. Write down Ob River. Second river, write down Yenisei River. Third river is known as the Lena River.
Oh, river.
Lena. Then Indagrika River is there, and a small river is a Kolmaya. Not essential, but at least we know about the three rivers. Is there? Yenisei is there, and the Lena River is there. And the Lena River is there. Okay.
Indigrica.
Tibet Plateau is known as Tibet Plateau is known as what?
The
Yes,
roof of the world.
Roof of the world.
Roof of the world. Okay. First, understand the slides. Then you're going to draw the slide in a very simple and lucid way. See, the Tibet Plateau is the highest one. That is one of the river. Almost all the direction, except this direction, most of the rivers, Asia's most of the rivers are originating. We are going to see the river, and then we're going to draw the diagrams. I will give you 2 minutes time. First, understand the yellow rivers. Yellow river is known as, yes.
Mekong.
Yellow river is known as,
Yung
Yongo River.
yeah, spelling is Hong, yeah, Hong river, and it is known as
Hello. Hello, sir.
So you are not audible.
Sir, you are not audible.
And the says the